Hi, I'm Mr. Graves. I am teaching the ninth grade Learning Strategies class, and it has been an absolute pleasure getting to know your students so far over the last couple weeks. This is new for all of us, and some of the challenges that existed when we were on a traditional campus for students that maybe have struggled with turning in their assignments, those things, keeping track of their assignments. Some of those challenges have been reduced because of our online digital learning setting, but some other ones have been new challenges have risen in the last couple months as we've been doing this. So it's kind of an interesting time to try to be helping your freshman student get into the flow of high school without actually being on campus, and some of the different requirements and those things that are going on. Yeah, it's a lot. And so I'm just very happy to get to introduce myself to you, to get to be working with your student, and I hope that over the coming months, as we continue to get to know each other better, that I can just continue to encourage your student to do their best and to see how when they put the work into really keeping track of their assignments, taking care of their missing assignments, keeping up and giving them strategies for studying, for taking tests, some of those things, that as they experience success, they set themselves on a trajectory for success over the course of their high school experience. Some contact information. You can email me at lgraves@heartdistrict.org. My phone number is listed here. This is the school phone number. I've been working from the classroom pretty much every day, so this is my classroom phone number. And just know that I want to partner with you and your student. This is not what a lot of us signed up to do, and so far from the traditional school that probably most of us have experienced. This is very different, and so in those differences, sometimes we're at our end. We don't know how to help. We don't know what to do, and so I want you to know that I'm here to partner with you to help your student be successful. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me as soon as you have questions or concerns. I do pride myself in being approachable and in making the content accessible for all students, okay, and helping your students access their content and really demonstrate what they know and what they're able to do. Some platforms for the Learning Strategies class. We will be using Google Classroom to kind of be our launch pad or our starting point. This is where all information can be found. There is an agenda on the stream of every class, so you can see what we did in every class. There is also in the classwork section, there are a lot of resources, and all of our content is going to be in that classwork section. One of the primary things that we do in Google Slides is each student has a digital planner. They should be opening that tab at the beginning of the day and writing in all of their work as they go through their classes, so that they know what they need to be taking care of. That's it's 10 points a week, and it's expected that they fill that out every week. Another thing that we use will be Google Forms. Every Wednesday, I'm going to have your student check their grades on Infinite Campus, write down their missing assignments and their grade. I think a lot of the times we come across where students don't know what they're missing, so they don't know why they're failing, or they don't know, hopefully, the case would be not to fail, right? But why their grade may be suffering. If grades are low because all assignments have been turned in and they're struggling with the content, then we can address that and we can work on strategies. But if grades are low, or if there are struggles in the classroom because of missing assignments, it doesn't give us a great baseline for understanding, okay, is it because you don't know the content and need more assistance there, or is it because you understand the content but you're not turning your work in? So giving them lots of accountability and trying to just help keep track of and build systems in that help your student keep track of what's due, what they're working on, what they need to turn in, some of those things. We'll also be using Infinite Campus a lot to access grades, to access missing assignments, some of those things to keep track of. So Infinite Campus is going to be used often. Obviously, it goes without saying that Zoom is another platform that we'll be using every class period. I don't have multiple Zooms for multiple classes. I have one Zoom, so it's kind of like I open that Zoom link up at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day, and it just kind of rolls throughout the day. So if they need to step into my classroom at any given point, they could access that Zoom link, which is in the Google Classroom. And then the last thing is Edpuzzle. I'll be posting videos. This has been used for more like study skills, learning about themselves, that kind of component of things, where they watch a video and then embedded in the video are questions that they have to answer. And then if I come across other platforms, I'll implement them, but right now that's kind of where we're starting. Course expectations, they need to sign in to Zoom at the beginning of each class in order to be marked present. They need to remain on Zoom until they are dismissed throughout the class period. They need to complete in-class assignments during class time. That's an expectation. If there are circumstances that are preventing them from doing that, then just communicate with me and I want to work with you. Complete missing assignments, so any missing assignments from my class shouldn't go on as missing, but can be completed and turned in. So they need to take care of those things. And then to participate during synchronous instruction, which is any instruction where we are all together at the same time. Some classroom expectations as I move myself over here. This is just a little acrostic that I've been using for several years. The first is to give your best effort. I think a lot of times our students don't really realize that if they just put in the effort, they would see a lot more success. Sometimes we give up on ourselves, and when we don't put forth our best effort, we're selling ourselves short. So it's an expectation that we are going to try, we're going to give our best effort in class. The next thing is to be respectful of everyone. There are a lot of different people coming together in one class and a lot of different perspectives, backgrounds, those things. It's important that we are respectful to everyone. And then another expectation is to ask questions. I want that to be normal in the class. These are also like class norms. So that it would be normal and expected and comfortable for students to ask questions anytime they have questions. The next thing is to value each activity. I try to build this class in such a way where everything is meaningful and has value and purpose and not just arbitrary work. The next thing is to eliminate negativity, just to stay positive, to have a positive attitude in class. And then finally to stash distractions. So if there are phones or video games going on in the background or those kind of things, anything that would be a distraction and pull from class, I expect those things to be stashed or put away would be another word. Other information, grades are based on total points and they will be updated in Infinite Campus weekly. And asynchronous and synchronous aspects of the course. So a typical day is going to include both asynchronous, which is independent work where they don't really need to be involved or they would be able to complete it without being on Zoom with everybody. And then synchronous are points throughout the course where instruction is happening live, like together, and it's synchronized. So for the most part, I'm trying to build this course so that kind of as a hybrid of both, things can be given in the synchronous environment, but they can be completed on their own, like on the student's own. So kind of confusing. It's a lot of new kind of vocab, and it's a whole new challenge for us to tackle as teachers. But the idea is that I'm trying to build this in such a way where I'm not going to overwhelm your student. And especially with learning strategies, I try to build in enough margin for students to identify maybe what they're missing or what they need to do, and to take care of it. I know that we have that afternoon flex time. Sometimes things slip our minds, and we finally, we're forced to check what's going on or our agenda in each class, and then we go, oh no, we forgot this. So I'm trying to build in a little bit of that room for students to work. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Again, I want to partner with you and help your child be successful this year. As we go through, who knows what it's going to look like.